Well boys, welcome back to the channel. I'm currently using a new camera and this thing looks so good. We're actually on the way to pick up my Civic. If you guys don't know or don't keep up, I actually dropped my Civic at the fabricator. He did the intercooler, he did the hood exit, he did a lot of things. And this thing is so close to running, so let's go pick up my Civic. First thing we're gonna do is actually go into Tractor Supply and we're gonna pick up a tow hitch because this truck doesn't have one. It did have one, but my stepdad removed it for whatever reason. So let's go get a tow hitch and we can head on our way to go pick up Gundam. We're here. Let's go get a tow hitch. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one because I'm gonna throw it on my truck anyway. So win-win situation. 47 bucks. All right, let's get out of here. This should work. All right, we have everything hooked on and we're officially, why is this so dark? Like, how do I change the settings on this thing? I definitely have to make it brighter. I need to play with this, but we have everything hooked up and we are on the way to pick up the Civic. First try hooking up that trailer. I'm a truck boy now, I have my truck on the way. Dude, this should be a simple drive. So hopefully, I don't want to jinx myself, but yeah, 2-hour drive, we're on the way. Let's go get the Civic. We're almost there, but dude, I-4 is freaking miserable. Look at this freaking traffic. We've been like this for like 40 minutes. 11 miles is 30 minutes, like ridiculous, man. But we're almost there. 11 more miles, 25 minutes. It's crazy. I hate it, but we're almost there. Officially have the Civic in the back. We're about 2 hours away from the house. This thing looks beautiful. I'm super excited. Check out Blast Performance. He did it for me. I'm gonna leave like a little thing somewhere in the video, but we're on the way home. As soon as we get home, I'm gonna show you guys everything he did, and it was cheap, man. He also told me he's gonna do the roll bar. He actually does roll cages, so I'm gonna bring it back. We're gonna get the roll cage done as well, but we're driving. Traffic's still horrible. I hate Orlando, but we do have the Civic, so yeah, let's keep driving. Well, boys, it's a couple days later. I just got home, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna start putting the Civic back together. This thing came out so freaking good. The intercooler is finally welded, as you can see. Right here, they welded it completely. This thing is very solid. It hits a little bit there, but nothing crazy. But yeah, man, this thing is very solid. It looks very good. Let me show you the rest of it. Oh, look at the lizard. Look at the lizard. Ooh, ew, nasty. The up pipes also look amazing. They have teardrops, they're welded, they're on, they're super solid. This thing is so beautiful. He welded the up pipes. These things actually sit very good. Beforehand, they actually used to hit quite a lot. Now they're not hitting whatsoever. They look incredible. I'm super happy. The intercooler is also done. I think today's mission is to get started on the car and just start putting everything back together so it looks like a whole car. I can put the bumper in place now that the intercooler's on. We can get a new hood now as well and cut it, make it look pretty, put the side skirts on. So we're just gonna start throwing things on. I think the first thing we're gonna do is throw the side skirts back on. So let's go get them. This is literally everything you need to install this side skirt. It's just an Allen key or an Allen bolt with a spacer. You thread it in and that's it. Super freaking easy. Probably takes less than 3 minutes to put both side skirts on. And now it's time to see if the bumper will fit. I'm honestly very afraid because this is a massive intercooler. On top of that, I also have my battery up front and we have the piping on the side. So I'm hoping this bumper fits. If it doesn't, then we're gonna have to definitely cut a lot of stuff because I want to run the bumper. So let's just throw it on there and see what happens. So safety is on. Let's start cutting. We have the glasses and we have to start cutting this little notch right here. So the intercooler actually hits the top of the grill. We're gonna notch it out and hopefully that fixes the issue. We might also have to cut this bezel right here for the fog lights, which I didn't want to do, but it looks like it's kind of on the way. So let's start cutting and hopefully this alone fixes the issue. Oh, did it break? Oh, This thing is officially cut. Let's throw it back on the car and let's see if this was enough. If it was, that is going to be wonderful. If it's not, we're definitely going to have to cut this out, which I really don't want to do. Now that the front end is officially on, I want to start actually working on the engine and finishing a lot of things on this engine. One of those being is I want to put the turbo return. I actually don't have a turbo return right now, so if I was to try to even turn this thing on, oil would literally fly everywhere. So let's go find my oil return and let's install. Found it right here. Now let's jack up the car, let's jack up the car and let's install it from the bottom, because that's the easiest way to throw that thing on. So let's do that real quick. All right, we're gonna need this. The way I'm doing the return is we're running the return from the bottom of the turbo to the side of the block. I'm not using the oil pan whatsoever, and the reason I'm doing that is because they actually sell an adapter. Let's get underneath here. An adapter that goes from the timing chain cover all the way to the turbo. So that is my return right there. So I don't need to drill my oil pan. I don't need to weld anything to it. My adapter's already there, so let's throw on the return and we should be good to rock and roll. You guys can barely see it, but the return is done. So we have the whole return going underneath the manifold, not touching anything, and she's good to go. So we have the return. One less step, let's move on to something else. And before we end the video, the last thing I'm going to be installing is my Haltech 750 plug-and-play ECU for the K-Series. This is brand new, it's from Haltech, and apparently this is supposed to be the competitor to the Hondata. This is the same price as the Hondata. It's waterproof, has a built-in map sensor. It's plug and play, and you can get it from Humble Performance. I'm actually one of the first ones to get this ECU. Super excited. I've never had a Haltech. Having a Haltech and a Civic is crazy. But is it plug and play? Let's go find out. Let's throw in a Civic and hopefully this plugs on, and that'll be it for this video. So let's throw this on the. Speaking of which, this thing looks so freaking perfect. All right, boys, first plug. Yep, that completely was plug and play. Next plug, same thing. Holy cow. Oh my lord. And third plug, we officially have a Haltech on the Civic. Dude, that is going to be a freaking game changer. Check out Humber Performance if you want to run one as well for your Civic. Same price as the Hondata, and this is a standalone. Dude, I'm literally creating a monster right in front of your eyes. Holy cow, it is plug and play. Crazy how different this car looks from the time we picked it up from the fabricator to now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This thing is looking absolutely perfect. Super stoked. Dude, can't wait for the next video. Hopefully we get it running next video, because this thing is going to be crazy. Hopefully you guys like the new quality. I'm going to try to upload more consistently. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. See you guys next time. Hopefully you guys are excited, because next time this thing, oh man, I gave you a, oh dude, you weren't supposed to see the MR2. Hopefully this thing will fire on next video. See you next time.